All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the podcast that reviews every single piece of crap superhero movie and TV show ever made. I'm your co-host Michael, and as always, I'm joined by Bex Luthor.
Fortunately, I'm here.
So, Bex Luthor, are you familiar with the Crow franchise?
I am familiar with the Crow singular one movie.
Okay.
You know, the one movie that I thought existed, and then the reboot recently, but the one.
Interesting. So you didn't know there was any sequels?
No, sequels plural, also.
Many sequels and a TV show, which, judging by the quality of this one, we will not be watching.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, but this is the first time I've ever seen this. I've seen the first Crow several times. I've read the comics. This is the first time I've ever seen City of Angels.
Yeah, first Crow. Beautiful. Masterpiece. Love it. Gothic. Heartfelt, emotional. Good. We love the Crow.
Yes.
I'm gonna say something probably not controversial, but maybe controversial, but I would like to have it stated for the podcast. I think this is the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
Okay.
It's at least top 5 worst movies of all time for me.
Okay, here's the thing. It might be, but there is enough about it that makes it way more watchable than many of the movies we've seen. Like, you know, Captain America from 1979. You know, oh geez, I can't even remember all the recent ones we've watched, but this is far less boring than a lot of those movies, don't you think?
And I thought the worst thing a movie could be was boring. I was wrong.
Okay. What makes this worse than boring?
Nobody can act in this movie. It's everybody's first day on a set, which is insane, knowing the cast list. Like, you told me that this was directed by a music video director.
Yes.
Yes. This is one long music video.
True. I'll agree with that.
Plot, bad. Story, bad. Dialogue, bad. Costumes, bad.
You know what's funny?
Set pieces, bad.
One thing's good. Because even me, I did not like this movie, but as I was watching, I was like, you know, the lighting's pretty good.
Oh.
Okay.
Now, I could see what was going on.
Yeah, well, no. What I mean is, like, I thought the lighting was decent. And then I mentioned to Jared Ferris, our buddy, that I was watching this, and he said the lighting was not only good, it was like the director went out of his way to use special light bulbs. And I don't know what kind of light bulbs they are, but it's like above and beyond what he needed to do for this movie. And I'm watching it right now, and so are you. You have it on your phone playing, right?
It is playing.
Like, it is decent lighting, and it's interesting choice of color. So if you were to turn this off and just look at it, it kind of looks like a cool movie. You got to give it that.
Do I?
Okay, maybe not.
Because, like, the most important part of the movie is the Crow, and I just hate.
We're going to talk about that in a minute, but let me just say one more thing about the lighting. One more thing, and then we'll go on.
You can talk about the lighting all you want. We'll glaze this lighting.
One of the reasons, and I'm not an expert on lighting, but I like the fact that I'm looking at it right now, and it's like it's all yellow over here, but this character over here is all in green, and maybe something in the background is orange, and they're at least conscious of the lighting and the color, which is important, I think.
So you're telling me somebody gave a shit on this movie?
Yes. Now, when it comes to
insane to me.
The screenplay, that is not the case. Can we describe, for those that have not seen this movie, what the plot of this movie is?
Okay, so have you seen The Crow? Everyone's seen The Crow. It's that, but just way worse in every possible way.
Yes.
So basically, the only recurring character is Sarah, the little girl from the first one. Right?
I didn't realize. Is it the same character?
It's the same character, but I don't think it's the same actress.
Okay.
So does The Crow take place in LA? No, right?
No, the original Crow is Detroit.
Detroit, yeah. Okay. So at some point, Sarah moves to LA. Good for her. Which I don't know exactly what universe The Crow is set in, but it seems like it's like a Mad Max style post-apocalyptic, like
I know it seems like it.
It's very Joel Schumacher-esque everywhere. Which could work. It didn't, but it could. So basically there's this guy named Judah, and he runs the big drug organization. Some guy and his son see him committing crimes, and they're like, "Oh, don't leave a witness." A witness implies police. I have so many problems with this movie, but so they this guy's goons kill the guy and his son, and then the crow resurrects the man, like the actual crow. Because
like
the comics,
the animal, yeah.
The physical crow, not a man.
Yeah.
Resurrects this man to then enact revenge upon the people who wronged him, like the crow. The little girl from the first one is an adult in this one for reasons. She also is a tattoo artist for reasons. And she finds this man whose name is Ash Corvin.
Which is a different character than the first one. So this is a new crow, yes.
This is a new crow. Implying that, like, the crow resurrects people to enact revenge. It doesn't necessarily have to be Eric Draven, right? That's the first crow's name?
Yes.
Yeah. But because Sarah has already experienced this whole thing, she knows what the hell's going on. So she's kind of like our storyteller for this. Turns out Ash Corvin, mechanic, and his son live together in this weird wasteland, and they see a murder, and they got murdered by goons. And then so he gets resurrected to enact revenge. And then proceeds, the rest of the movie is him just killing each individual goon until he comes up and kills the main bad guy. And then the movie's over.
So here's the thing. When was the last time you saw the original Crow?
Decades ago.
Okay, because I gotta say, on paper, you just described the first Crow.
Yes, on paper, it is just the Crow again, except no girlfriend.
The original Crow is not a great story. I love that movie, but it doesn't have a great story. It has a simple, like, he wants to get revenge. He kills everybody. It's like it ends with the big boss. It's a very straightforward line. Like, there's almost no obstacles. There's almost no twists, which is fine.
Yeah, it is just a revenge fantasy.
Right.
But it's a good one.
It's a good one. This movie is not a good one.
No. I don't even think this man cares to have revenge. He just is kind of going through the motions.
So here's the thing. I do think Brandon Lee was a good actor. This guy is not a good actor.
I don't know if this man's ever acted in his life.
Yeah, do you have the cast there?
His name, he's French, if you couldn't tell. His name is Vincent Pérez.
I think he's done something, right?
Best known for Ash Corvin in the Crow City of Angels.
Okay.
And a bunch of French movies.
Okay. Not a great actor. Maybe the language was a barrier, but not a great actor by any means.
I think he's won like awards for some of his French films. So I don't know what the disconnect was.
That could have been the barrier. Yeah, it could have just been because maybe this is his first English language film.
I think, yeah. Also, I don't know if they gave him a script. They just, yeah. I think they just like gave him a couple cue cards with some quips.
Yeah.
Just told 100%. Him to say them. Yeah. At random intervals.
Yeah. just record them all now and we'll fit them in later. You know what I mean? Just stand here against this wall. Yeah.
And make sure when you say it, it doesn't sound like you're talking to anybody.
Yeah.
Make sure it sounds like you're reading for sure.
Exactly. Yep.
So the movie starts with Sarah in her bedroom, and it honestly looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Sarah's bedroom is cool. The crow, it's a real crow for a lot of the scenes. That's cool.
Yes.
The thing in this movie that I think that they changed from the comics is that in the comics, it's not a real crow. I think it's like a spirit guide animal.
Like a spirit crow?
Yeah.
Okay, it's been a while. I'm not
And
sure
then
about
in
that.
the movies, it's a real crow. And
Mhm.
then I don't know about I think they did it in the original Crow, but in this one, they tell their boss that the crow is the source of his powers, and if you kill the crow, you kill the man, the crow.
That actually, now that you mention that came off as weird to me because, spoiler alert, the guy captures the crow and basically crucifies it, right?
It is very grotesque, and I don't like it.
Right. But I also, now that you mention it, it seems you're sitting here thinking, I thought this was like a mystical crow, but you're
But
right.
it's just a crow.
It's just a crow. Very
Well,
weird.
it's able to resurrect a man and provide him with super strength and agility and stuff, but it
Right.
is also very mortal and just a crow.
Yep.
So he just like stabs the crow, then the crow loses his powers, but it still stays alive and resurrected. He just is
Mhm.
now just a guy again, and gets
Mhm.
his ass kicked. And it is sad. And then I don't remember how he wins at the end.
Well, okay, this is a interesting point because if you read on whatever IMDb or Wikipedia, they shot the ending one way and then they reshot it. And the way that it ends in the movie is very awkward because the crow. Oh, geez, what is he? I mean, I have the movie playing on my phone. I could just skip ahead. I don't know if we want to
Yeah.
spoil it for everybody, but
Oh yeah, Sarah kills the bad guy.
yeah. Does the crow die at the end? Because the crow gets his, like, when we say the crow, we mean the superhero. He gets his
Yes.
ass kicked by this bad guy, right?
Yeah, and because he has lost all his crow abilities and is just a
Yes.
man. But it is implied that the bad guy has gained the crow's abilities because he
Right.
drinks the blood of the real, like the animal, the crow.
Mhm.
Too many crows. I remember how the movie ends. He summons a swarm of crows to kill the bad guy,
Yes.
like Batman Begins
Hey,
style.
100% in Batman Year One. Yeah. Just pulled right out of his ass, that ability, right?
He summons so many CGI crows, and they just they devour the bad guy,
Mhm.
and he just
Mhm.
dies because I guess the crow wanted it more. I don't. There is no rules in this universe.
No.
Everything's just made up as we go along.
No.
We don't set
No.
any like boundaries.
There's also no story rules. Like, we have to say, like, there is a bad guy in this movie, and he's
Mhm.
played by a good actor.
Yeah, what's his name? Richard Brooks.
And he's also, I know him from an episode of Firefly. I don't know if you ever saw that episode.
Yes. He was in an episode of Firefly, and then I think he's been in like a million episodes of Law and Order. Like he's like a main
Okay.
guy.
So he's obviously a good actor, but in this movie, he wasn't great.
No. He was nominated for an Emmy for something. So yeah,
Okay.
no. I recognized him for sure, and I was like, he's trying. But it doesn't work.
No, because it's like in all the scenes, it's like nobody knows what a story is, so they don't
Mhm.
know how to, like, it's such a straightforward thing. Like, this guy is pissed off, and it should be straightforward, but it's not. It seems like everyone's standing around and no one knows what to do. They know that they have to act tough and say like tough lines, but it doesn't serve a purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's almost like the movie was shot and each individual scene was its own separate music video. And then we just
Right.
kind of cut and pasted them together into
Mhm.
one feature-length film.
Yes.
Like, there's not a whole lot of character interaction. Like, they talk to each other, but like you don't get the feeling that these people like know each other even though they're supposed to.
Right.
Like, everyone's supposed to be connected, but it just seems like all of these goons are just placeholder set up so that the crow has to kill one to go to the next, to go to the next, to go to the next.
100%.
And the fight scenes are bad.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is that while I did say the lighting is good, the staging is weird. Like even the stuff I just mentioned about the bad guys standing around in their headquarters, none of it feels like you're coming in on a real person in a real room. It just feels like a music video set, right? Like in 1980s, like the camera's gonna pan around and there's gonna be fog and all this crap.
There are
It just
so many like close shots of people's faces that do
Mhm.
not add anything to the scene. Or like when I'd rather it be a wide shot, it's just a close shot. And I'm like, well, why didn't they what was the why?
Yeah,
It's a lot of
exactly.
confusing choices.
Very, very, very.
And I think a lot of them were just like, well, fuck it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We're making a movie.
So speaking of weird, odd choices, Iggy Pop plays the main henchman.
My man.
Um,
Whose dad said that Iggy Pop could be an actor?
so you know what's like a crazy coincidence? Days after I watched this movie, I was watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and sure enough, Iggy Pop shows up playing an alien. Yes.
But that it probably worked a lot better.
Well, yes, because he still can't act, but
Yeah.
it fit like the character, right? Like they
And
can
I'm
kind
sure
of
he
hide
was
it.
a little bit role and not the main bad guy.
To be honest, it was actually a
Oh,
bigger
really?
role than this. Yeah, he had a lot of dialogue, and he delivered it in the same weird way. Like not quite like this, but like Iggy Pop obviously has a presence, but he just is not an actor. You know, like I
Yeah,
don't know.
and that's fine. You could be a musician and an excellent showman and all that
Right.
jazz. But yeah, he's not an actor, and he's in this movie a lot.
Uh-huh. And just standing around looking awkward. Like I'm sure a better director could have made better use of him. Like just have him be the guy that stands there and doesn't say anything. Maybe then he'd be good, right?
Yeah, have him be incredibly like stoic and not say things, but like he stumbles into the scene and he's like,
Yep.
"This, what's with this weird crow tattoo on my chest?
Uh-huh.
Crazy."
I know, it's bad. It's bad.
Ugh, yeah, and he's like every time and it's him and the crow in the same scene, and neither of them can act, and I'm like, what am I
Hmm.
watching?
Yep.
I'm just watching garbage. I'm watching nonsense.
Hmm.
I'm like, I've seen so many better YouTube videos in my life.
Hmm.
It's
Okay, so here's the thing. I watched this entire movie.
yeah.
Who the hell is Thomas Jane?
He's the guy who films everybody.
Oh my
And
God.
he gets killed in the weird sex place.
I had no idea that was him.
He's
Holy
wearing
crap.
a wig. He's wearing a
Okay.
wig the whole time.
Okay, because I've got the movie playing and I'm gonna wait for him to pop up. But wow, I had no idea it was him. Okay.
Yeah, so like I knew he was in this movie, and then watching it, I'm waiting for him to show up. Didn't realize that was him the whole movie. And now I'm
Hmm.
looking at the credits and I'm like, holy shit. Because like we've got an interesting cast of bad guys. We got Richard Brooks, who's actually a good actor. You wouldn't know it, but he's trying.
Yeah.
He
Uh-huh.
does drink a crow's blood. That's the only cool part of the movie.
Hmm.
Iggy Pop is there. Bad actor. Takes you out of the movie because it's Iggy Pop.
Hmm.
Thomas Jane is in the movie and you don't realize it's him for the whole
Right.
movie.
Right.
The girl, Tui Tran, is the yellow Power Ranger.
Yes. Which
In her,
I've never seen her, but yeah.
yeah, but like as the millennial, I watched the I mean, I am currently obsessed with Power Rangers, but also
Sure.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
she's the yellow Power Ranger. She's done
Right.
two things, Power Rangers and this, and then she tragically died. But she
Oh,
died
okay.
right after this.
Wow. Okay.
So unfortunately for her, this was the last thing she ever did. But I know she's better than this movie. But it
Mhm.
is weird to watch her be a teenage Mighty Morphin Power Ranger with attitude and like friendship powers and stuff. And then
Mhm.
in this one, she's in a bra and panties.
Right.
And she's
Right.
and it's only a little racist that she's the only one who does karate.
Good point. Yeah. Good point.
But I will say she's like the actors who play Power Rangers, they were all like martial artists as well.
Okay.
So like she is trained in fight choreography,
Mhm.
but it
Mhm.
is weird that she is the only Asian person.
Mhm.
But God forbid that this movie have any subtlety to it. Yeah. And then there are some other people.
Well, wait. There's one other actress we have to talk about.
Who?
The main girl in the movie.
Sarah.
Yes. What's her name? Mia.
Mia Kirshner?
Okay, is that how you pronounce it?
I have no idea. But she's a real actress too, right?
She's Canadian, and she was in an Adam McGowan movie, and she was in a TV show. Oh, Mia Kirshner.
Yeah. And she's in The L Word, which is that lesbian show.
She's also in Star Trek Discovery, Star Trek Strange New Worlds, Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, so she's like in current stuff. She's like
Yes.
But she looks very young in this.
Yes. She's 51, so she's a year older than me, so.
So how old were you in 96?
I was 20.
Okay, yeah. She's definitely 20 in this movie.
Right.
And she's not bad.
Well, first of all, let's be honest. I think she's absolutely beautiful.
Oh, she's smoking hot.
Yes. Gorgeous.
And they like dress her up in like the trashiest 1996 grunge aesthetic that you could ever get.
Yeah.
Because the Crow is goth, I guess. In this one,
right.
The Crow is not goth. He just has a little bit of eyeliner.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
But she's actually not bad.
Yeah, she's a good actress.
Like there's a because she's like a tattoo artist in this, and she has a relationship with the guy who owns her tattoo studio.
Right.
And they have a genuine like father-daughter kind of relationship, and I like actually talked to each other and acted with each other in the scene.
I noticed that. That was actually the one human relationship in the whole movie that felt real. I agree. Yep.
And I was like, oh, man, I wish Sarah was the Crow.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
But I will say, like, once we like finished going through, everybody who was involved in this movie wanted the Crow to be a woman, and the studio said, fuck you.
Really?
And then this is what came from it. So clearly they were right, because this is women.
Yes. Yeah.
Because everyone involved in this movie, and I mean, David frickin' Goyer and James O'Barr, who wrote The Crow.
That? You know who David Goyer is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm very familiar with David Goyer. He wrote my favorite video game, Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Okay.
I'm not joking. He did write Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
I believe it.
But he also wrote Batman Begins.
Yes. And many other superhero films, actually.
Yeah, lots of like decent stuff too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he came on to the Crow sequel wanting to write a movie about a woman being the Crow, and the studio said, absolutely not. No one will want to see that. They'll want to see this.
Right.
I couldn't imagine the only thing saving this movie was more boobs.
They killed the franchise because after this it was straight to video, so this killed it.
I couldn't imagine going into the theater and watching this.
Right.
I would have been like, I would have walked out.
Mm-hmm. Iggy Pop also has a blonde wig for some reason in this movie. Or maybe it's just dyed. I don't know. I don't know.
He might have just had a really bad blonde dye job.
Yeah, it could be.
At the time.
You're right. Yeah.
Like that could have just been his hair.
Interesting guy.
But like he fit the aesthetic of like this grimy
definitely, yeah.
place.
Yeah, he fit. You're right. He did. They had the right idea. I'm watching the scene now where he's noticing the tattoo on his chest and he's seeing the crow tattoo on the ground. It's pretty funny. I'm waiting for Thomas Jane to pop up. Yeah, I like it too.
You know what? I will take it back. The costumes aren't bad in this movie, except for the Crow. And like the sets are all right. Like the aesthetic's pretty cool. Like I said, Sarah's bedroom is cool. Like her apartment is cool. But the Crow looks bad.
Okay, I'm not an expert on the Crow, and I believe this happened in the first one too. Even though he's supposed to be this creature that's kind of, technically he's a ghost, he's come back from the dead, he's magic, why does he need to put makeup on? And he does the same thing in this movie, except he does a shitty job in this movie. Yeah. Right? Like in the first movie, it's white with black, right?
Well, in the first movie, the Eric Draven is like a musician, like he's like a rock star, right?
Right. Yes, he plays guitar. Yes, that's true.
So like, wasn't that part of the character?
I don't remember how they incorporated it, but I do remember in the first one they show him putting the makeup on, and then in this one the girl puts it on for him, right?
Yeah, because she's like, obviously you're the Crow, you need the makeup now.
See, yeah, That's silly. And he doesn't look great at all as the Crow. He doesn't.
Oh, he kind of just looks like a bad Spirit Halloween costume version of the Crow,
Yes. 100%.
which like either just do it, commit to it fully, or
Right.
do a whole new character design.
Mm-hmm.
And like you can still have the black trench coat and the face paint, but it's very lazy. It's like, oh, there he is, the Crow.
um. Oh
But like
boy.
it worked, I think, more in the original because yeah, like he's a rock star. He's like an
Mm-hmm.
edgy kid. This guy's just he's a dad.
Mm-hmm. It was
Which,
just it was confusing in this movie and in the original because in the original the attack or the murder of his wife or his girlfriend was shown in flashback, and in this movie they did the same thing where the movie starts and you don't really know what's going on and they kind of explain it in flashback, right?
yeah, it's a bad choice for this one. I can't say for much of the first one because I did not rewatch it. I wanted to
Right.
go into this one clean. I
Fresh.
didn't. Yeah, I
Yeah.
wanted to make sure I didn't have any like, oh, what the fuck? Why wouldn't they just do it like they did it originally?
Right.
But yeah, in this one, it's the murder of him and his son is shown in flashbacks,
Mm-hmm.
and it's possibly the worst way that they could have established a relationship between a father and a son. I
Yeah.
don't think this man gave a shit about his kid whatsoever.
Right, right. Well, you'd never know because the guy can't really act, right?
That is also the thing, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's not difficult to make an audience sympathetic for a dead child.
Mm-hmm. This is about the easiest thing in the world, next to maybe a dog, right?
Yeah, exactly. But like I don't care. Because not only
Mm-hmm.
did they like show it in weird flashbacks, they didn't really show it. Like I was like very confused about what it was happening.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah. And to be honest, the first movie wasn't much better. It was clear what happened, but it wasn't done well. And in this movie, it wasn't clear and it wasn't done well.
Yeah. And I think the first movie at least had Sarah like a living person to explain the situation that was going on. Sarah's not related to this new Crow at all. So
Right.
like
Good point.
so she knows what's going on after he dies and gets resurrected, but she has no idea who he is before. They have no
Right.
previous relationship, which was a weird choice.
Right, 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 right.
He could have been her boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
but we can't establish relationships in this movie. The characters cannot want to talk to each other,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. But like it could have been his girlfriend and not the kid's mom or whatever, but like there could have been an established relationship. So it's like, oh, and this is happening to me again. And there's a reason why it's Sarah again.
This just goes back to, my whole thesis about 90s superhero films is they just got it in their head that we just need a music video director or a visual guy or the guy who directed Hellraiser 7 to come in and do the latest straight-to-video superhero sequel, which is exactly what this is, right?
I don't get it because like I'm sure there was some kid in film school who would love to make a Crow movie, who like gave a
Mhm.
shit about the Crow and would like to make his own take on the Crow.
Yep.
But instead the studio's like, nah, give $1 million to what's his name? To Tim Pope.
Mm-hmm. Who never did another movie as far as we know, right?
Yeah,
But he did like 1,000 music videos.
yes, he did a million bajillion music videos and then
Mhm.
nothing else.
Right.
But he lives in West Sussex. Yeah, his filmography is just music videos.
Mm-hmm. I mean, sure,
God.
let him do the lighting, but you got to hire a real writer and a real director, Like, whatever,
Yeah,
they learned eventually.
it's just if I was David Goyer, I'd want my writing credit taken off of this movie because I think by the time that it became what it is, none of what he wrote was still there.
I think he was very unhappy with how it turned out, as far as I know, from
I
what I
couldn't
remember.
imagine being thrilled at
Mm-hmm.
this being what came from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like I'm on like the production on part of the Wikipedia, And yeah, studio prep help with screenwriter David Goyer, known for his encyclopedic knowledge of comic books. Goyer had known Lee personally and expressed hesitance on signing up, agreeing only under the condition that the protagonist be played by a woman. His pitch partially took place in Victoria-era England and featured a rebirth Jack the Ripper as the antagonist. Goyer's treatment was approved by Miramax and then promptly scrapped in favor of a film led by a guy who looks like Brandon Lee, in quotes. Nevertheless, Goyer remained attached, instead devising a new story which would bring back Sarah Moore and center on a father avenging the death of his son.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that first one sounds so uninteresting to me. A woman getting revenge against Jack the Ripper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, historically, women revenge films, nobody likes those.
Exactly. But hey, they got what they deserved. This was, as far as I know, a box office failure, and then after this, they went to straight to video, so they got what they deserved, right?
I mean, they got 4 more sequels.
Well,
they got
yeah,
DVD money. Somebody
that's true.
kept allowing these to be produced.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
And I mean, I hope James O'Barr made some good coin on this too, right?
you know what? If he did, then it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta look up what he said about any of this. In 2013, he was a consultant on the Reboot Crow franchise. Oh, okay.
Okay, so I don't know, I'm sure our audience loves watching us do research, but while we're on camera, but is there anything else? Like, I've got this film playing in the background. Is there anything else that we can say about this movie other than it's crap?
I'm so disappointed in every aspect of it. Like, he kills so many people and all of the deaths are boring. And all of the goons are boring. He kills one guy who's like jacking off in a peep show theater, and it's boring.
I just watched that scene. Anyway, yeah.
Like, the whole time I'm watching it, I'm not uncomfortable in like fetish scenarios, sex scenes, all that jazz,
Sure.
whatever. But the whole time I'm watching this, it was like gross. I was like, I don't like this.
Well, there's a weird, it's like there's a way to do any scene a good way, and this guy didn't do it, this director.
Yeah. It felt
like
icky.
Everything's done the wrong way. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lady who tells the future in this movie. We forgot about her.
Who was it? Who's the actress?
Tracy Ellis.
I
don't think she's anybody.
I've got the movie up. I still haven't seen Thomas Jane, unless he's popped up and I didn't know it was him. But
he's in the beginning of the movie when they kill when all of the bad guys kill that one drug dealer for like messing up their thing. He's the one holding the camera, filming them.
Does he get killed early on?
No, he gets killed he's the guy jacking off.
Oh shit! Okay,
he's just in
okay.
The worst wig you've ever seen.
Yes, the blonde wig. Okay. I'll go back to that scene right now. Here's the thing. I gotta be honest. When I was watching this, the first couple scenes, I was like, yeah, this is not bad. This is pretty good. And then it got obviously much worse. But I never thought it was amongst the worst movies we've seen. Like, it was a bad movie, but there's movies we've seen that I never ever want to see again. Whereas this, if I was forced to watch it again, I'd be okay with that.
I think what makes it one of the worst movies I've ever seen is that every part of it is bad in a different way.
Sure.
Like, but also it doesn't look bad, like you were saying, like the lighting, the shots, the sets, the costumes. It doesn't look bad, but everything around it is bad. So like my eyes are like focused and I'm like, I hate this. Why am I watching this? I'm having a bad time experiencing this. And I think it just made me, I don't know. It is also boring, but just not as boring.
Yeah.
Because it's like an hour and a half.
It's more like confusing boring because it's so incoherent that you don't know what's going on, so you don't know what to follow.
Yeah, it's like if a weird art movie, like a weird art house movie, didn't have like the reason behind it.
Right, which unfortunately is what a lot of art movies are like. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I know,
so
I know
like
what you mean.
it's very much the studio made a Crow movie, and then they made another Crow movie because they wanted more Crow money.
Mm-hmm.
It's slop, I think. It's very trash. And I just wish it was like funnier of an experience.
More entertaining, yeah. Like give
Yeah, of
us
like a bad
something.
movie. Because like when I'm watching the Crow do his quips, I'm like, oh, that was a bad delivery.
Yeah.
Or like you look at a goon and he's like looking at the camera, and you're like,
Mm.
what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Whereas with like some bad movies that are fun bad that I like Batman versus Superman, ridiculous the whole way through, right?
Sure.
Like,
yep.
That's a different kind of bad than this one.
Mm-hmm.
This one was just, it wasn't even like worth being upset about.
Well, and that's the thing. We've talked about Michael Bay, and I've admitted that at least he knows what he wants to do. Even though I hate his movies, he knows what he wants to do. This guy does not know what he wants to do. This director doesn't know what he wants out of this movie, other than the lighting.
Yeah, and what makes me mad about that is I know somebody who would want to like why it's another one of those movies. It's like, why even bother?
Right.
What was the purpose besides just trying to make money? And like, if that's your purpose to make a movie, you shouldn't be making a movie. If your point in making art is to make money, I'm not saying you can't make money off your art. I think all people should be able to make money off their art. But if your purpose in making art is to make money, then your art's bad. And
well, yeah, I'll agree with you. I'll agree with you there, 100%.
Like you can tell when things are soulless, and that is this.
Great point. Wise words from Bex Luthor. I'm on the scene where he rides his motorcycle into a hardcore gig on the street. Remember that? Anyway.
Yeah, the Deftones, when he rides his motorcycle into the Deftones.
Yeah.
Who are in this movie for some reason.
So, based on the quality of this movie, I was really on the fence about whether or not we should review the sequels and the TV show. I've now decided against that. Do you support that decision?
I can't imagine them being any more interesting than this, so...
Right.
I mean, maybe one day, if we run out of everything else.
Yes, maybe one day, but that being said, I actually do think we should watch the remake. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, with Skarsgård?
Yes, because I have not seen it. Have you?
No, I also have not seen it.
Well, then
it was
maybe
bad, right?
I heard it was horrible, so I think we should review it.
It can't be worse than this.
There you go. Let's slide it in. We'll do it soon, okay?
Should I watch like the original Crow first?
Yeah, you might as well.
Because it's just like a straight remake, right? Yeah.
As far as I know, a bad remake. Yep.
Oh yeah, FK Twigs is in that movie.
I don't know who it is, but anyway, okay. I think we've said all we can say about Crow City of Angels. Did you have anything else to add?
It took me so long to figure out why it was called City of Angels.
Oh, okay.
I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? There's crows in this movie. We're in LA.
Yeah.
But only by name.
That's true. Yeah, I'm sure it was shot in like Vancouver or somewhere, right?
Shot in like my backyard.
Yep. So we are going to review the remake soon, but before we do that, I have a very, very special choice for next week. There's no way in hell. Do you want to take a guess?
No. The third live action adaptation of the original 3 issues of Watchmen. I don't know. What weird shit are you going to make me watch next week?
Okay, you ready? In the chat, I have just sent you the poster. Let me know when you can see it.
God. What the fuck is this, Mike?
This is called Hero at Large, and it's starring John Ritter and Ann Archer, and it's from like 1980, and I didn't know it existed until Jared Ferris told me about it. So that is going to be our choice for next week.
Jared, I have a fucking beef with you.
And just for the record, this takes the place of reviewing The Crow, Stairway to Heaven.
Oh,
anyway,
okay. Well, let's see. Captain Avenger Someone
No
needs
comment.
to sue.
No comment. Anyway, okay, I want to
What the fuck
thank
is this?
Bex Luthor for joining me again.
You're
Thank
not
you for
welcome.
watching. Thank you for watching The Crow's City of Angels. We now know why it's called City of Angels.
It's an honor.
If for anything, we appreciate Mia Kirshner. Everything else about it was crap. Oh, and the lighting was good. So that's it.
Shout out to the lighting guy.
There you go. One good thing about it. I guess that's it. All of our episodes are available at comicbooksyndicate.com or youtube.com. And until the next time, see you later.